During the heady days before the Depression and during Prohibition, there was a time in this country known as the Jazz Age. Well, the Jazz Age also gave birth to something wild and wonderful called Art Deco. Tonight at the Paramount Theater in Oakland, Art Deco is being honored. It was a time that seemed to inspire. Beautiful people in beautiful places danced the night away, and the champagne flowed like compliments to a pretty girl. The Jazz Age reached its peak almost 60 years ago. But in 1984, there are determined pockets of people who say that that time is still worth preserving. Hence, the Art Deco Preservation Ball held in Oakland's glittering jewel of Art Deco, the Paramount Theater. The Art Deco Society of California threw the party to raise funds to educate the public about various Art Deco buildings that the Society feels should be restored and preserved.
This is the first annual ball. I know it's very optimistic to name something first annual, but we think that this is something we're going to do every year in order to continue our effort to save the buildings and to save the traditions and the art, the architecture, the fashion of the 1920s and 30s.
If the ball is indeed successful, it will be because the spirit of the Art Deco period has been so wonderfully recaptured in both the restored splendor of the theater and in the people who believe so deeply in the beauty of that time.
It illustrated the soul of an age, which is represented invisibly in music, but in terms of architecture, its visualization is represented purely to us now, and that's wonderful.
What about this party in this place?
This party is magnificent. First of all, due to all the beautiful women who've come dressed so exquisitely in their antique gowns that they've worked on so hard to restore. That is a thing in itself.
To so many of the people we talked to, the party was more than just fun. It was dress up, dance, and also a way to drift back to a time they so admired.
A dream come true, I would say. It is like being on a movie set, or I should say inside the movie. And you don't see the seedy side of what it's like to make a movie. It's all the cream. And it's wonderful to see everyone all dressed up and sort of living they're not really living a fantasy, but they're just expressing themselves in a way that is not very easy to do anymore.
It means an era that I missed because of my age, and I studied architecture while I was in college, and I'm quite interested in it, and I thought that a party like this, I'd be able to live something that I missed.
What is it about the Art Deco period that appeals to you?
Basically, the fashion of the period is what I appreciate most. Of course, the architecture, like this building, is fabulous.
It's been fun shopping for it. It's been fun thinking about it. I've never been in the Oakland Paramount before, and that inspired me to get ready to be able to put on my finest costume and to listen to the finest music and dance the night away.
Which is easy to do with the Royal Society Jazz Band in the Paramount Theater with the clock set to 1920. I'm George Watson, and that is segment 2 for tonight.